So is this part of the Green New Deal or is it something else? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Dodge discontinuing the Charger and Challenger sports cars, and they're going to replace them with all electric versions. And this is going to happen in 2023. So I guess they'll produce them the rest of this year and then some in 2023. But after 2023 and 2024, it's going to be all electric. Now, this is a terrible idea in my humble opinion. I personally love the Challenger specifically. Oh, I love it. I want one. I would buy one right now, but I'm trying to be responsible, not trying to spend too much money, trying to stay within the budget. But if I just had like 50, 80 grand to burn, I'm getting the Challenger. I'm getting the wide body. I'm getting the scat pack. I'm getting all of that. I'm getting the Charger and the Challenger, but really I want the Challenger. You know, that's what I really want. The two-door, oh, I love it. 8-cylinder, all that power. But after next year, I won't be able to buy a new one. Now, before I go any further into my opinion, let's roll the clip. In this clip, you're going to see news out there in Detroit talking about what's going on, and you'll be able to see the cars if you've not seen them for some reason. But after we get done watching that, I'll come back. I'll talk about what was said there. Then I'll give you the rest of my 2 cents and my deep detail analysis. And then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
They are fast, they're loud, and very popular. But Dodge says it's time for a change. At the end of this year, the company is going to stop making gas-powered Challengers and Chargers. So how do owners feel about it? And why is Dodge killing off a car that's so popular?
Yeah, I call her my lady.
Sean Goodrich's lady would be his 2017 Dodge Challenger.
It is a little disappointing because I wouldn't change it for anything else. I keep it the way it is, definitely.
Can you tell how much he loves it?
When you get in it, it hugs you, seriously, the way the seats are made and everything.
And he would know how they're made because he works for Stellantis. One glance left or right on Metro Detroit roads and freeways, and you know Sean is not alone in his love of the Challenger. Along with the Charger, they've been very popular since they were reintroduced 15 or so years ago. That's why so many have been surprised by the news they're being phased out for electric versions.
It is a little disappointing because I wouldn't change it for anything else. I keep it the way it is, definitely.
I don't know if it's a good move. I think it's an inevitable move.
Peter DiLorenzo of AutoExtremist.com says Stellantis needed to get in the EV game or get left behind.
You know, I don't think Chrysler had a choice. I think they had to put their stake in the ground, and they want to keep their muscle persona going. And I wouldn't be surprised if they debut EV muscle car with 850 horsepower.
But it won't have that unmistakable sound.
It doesn't go together when you speak electric and, muscle, you know what I mean, compared to the actual engine itself with the gas and oil and everything pumping through it to create that muscle in this vehicle.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, again, this is a terrible idea. What are we doing? Just from a business perspective, I don't understand. Just like from sales, because the Challenger and Charger are probably the top muscle cars being sold in the US of A. I mean, probably more than the Camaro or the Mustang. I would say it's the Dodge Challenger and or Charger, probably like number 1 and number 2. As a matter of fact, I've seen police cars. I've seen police drive Dodge Chargers, okay, with all the police stuff on it. Like, I've seen those in Georgia. If you are anywhere in Georgia, you've seen those Chargers, and they're beautiful. Oh, man, they're amazing. I would be like, hey, man, can I just ride in the car for a little bit? Like, I'm not trying to get arrested, but can I just take a little ride along just to be in that beautiful vehicle and feel that power? I mean, these are really nice cars. I know they may have problems or whatever, but, you're not necessarily going to have that car for your daily driver. I mean, you could, but I would not have it for that. That'd be my Sunday car. Now I might want to go to Atlanta with that car from where I live now, but certain parts of the city, your life is in danger driving a Dodge Challenger or Charger. but that's a different story, and I digress. I'm going to stay way up north where the hooligans can't get me, okay, where my glass won't get shot at while I'm driving, and then my head turn into, a smashed watermelon. But anyway, I'm getting way too dark. The vehicles are great. So why would they replace top selling, very popular car with an all electric version? I think it's because they're being pressured politically. It's the same reason why the Toyota Tundra, which has been around for I don't know how many years. I think the first version, well, not the first version, the version that I have had been around for like 10 years. I think the first version of what I have came out in 2013, maybe even before then. And I have a 2021. But I think after 2021, they discontinued the 8-cylinder and kicked it down to a 6-cylinder with turbocharged and stuff like that. No. I don't want a 6-cylinder. I want the full 8-cylinder, 10 miles to the gallon on the highway. I don't care. That's what I want. Same thing with a Challenger. I don't want an all-electric vehicle that may catch on fire in my garage at night when I'm charging it. And that's a real risk right there, because I've seen certain signs in parking garages that say you can't have certain types of electric vehicles in the garage because of a fire risk. We've seen Teslas blow up and catch on fire. We've seen other vehicles do the same thing. So I'm not saying that gas-powered vehicles can't catch on fire. They do all the time, but not necessarily in the same way that an electric vehicle does. If your gas vehicle catches on fire, you're probably not changing the oil. It's probably user error. But with an electric vehicle, I mean, it's unpredictable. It could catch on fire at any point in time. From what I know, maybe I'm wrong about that. Y'all let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm not really sure I want to have an electric vehicle in my garage. I'm not really sure I feel too safe. But again, down a rabbit hole, so I digress. The point is that they're going to replace these with all electric, probably because of some political pressure. We're trying to reduce carbon emission. We want to have these big gas guzzlers on the road. These 8-cylinders getting 10 miles to the gallon. That's kind of what's going on, in my humble opinion. It's the same reason why the gas prices went up. You would see them go on TV and say it. It was like, look, okay, gas is high, so just buy an electric vehicle. Like, that's feasible. Okay, I have a Honda Civic. I'm not saying me, but people, I have a Honda Civic. It has 175,000 miles on it. And my gas I'm getting like 25, 30 miles to the gallon, right? I rather would just keep that and pay the increase in gas prices rather than trying to sell it for $5,000, $10,000 and put that 5 to 10 grand toward an electric vehicle that cost 50 grand. Then I got to pay a note plus the electricity. And then something else I need to talk about. This whole Green New Deal and trying to be carbon neutral, whatever they want to call it. In California, they have rolling blackouts at certain points of the day. And I think there was an alert that went out, and if I can find it, I'll place it in the description. But they said between 4 o'clock and 9 o'clock p.m., you cannot use heavy appliances. They want you to turn off unnecessary lights. So, okay, between 4 and 9 p.m. So I get off of work. Can I plug my Tesla into my garage charger? Apparently not. So if you have rolling blackouts and I can't use electricity at certain points in time, not, high amounts of it, then what's the point of having an electric vehicle? I don't understand. And then where is the electricity coming from? There's a power grid. How was a power grid powered? A lot of dirty fossil fuel, coal, and things of that nature. Usually, a windmill, we know how windmills operate. They will break down. And when they break down, it's very difficult to fix them, very expensive. And when they finally just stop working, when they can no longer be serviced, become a big hunk of junk that never decomposes in a landfill. It just sits there. Meanwhile, you could burn some of that coal right up in the atmosphere and it's fine. It causes a little bit of dirt, but I mean, you're not going to really be able to get around that. You're not really going to be able to get around it that much. All you can do is just use fewer of these resources. And I think that's the purpose of them trying to push EVs. And also maybe they're trying to tap into the EV electronically to stop it whenever they want to suspend your license and things like that. I think it's a matter of control as well. So RIP to the Dodge Challenger and Charger. You shall be missed. Beautiful cars. I love them. I might want to get one just because. I mean, or at least just rent it for a while to have the experience. Just have the experience, because you're not going to be able to have it, at least not in the new vehicle, past 2023. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about Dodge discontinuing the gas versions of the Charger and the Challenger? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. Do you think it's part of a greater push for fewer gas guzzlers? Like I said, a Toyota Tundra for a long time was 8-cylinder, big body truck. Now they've come down to 6-cylinder and quote unquote turbocharged. Why? Why fix what wasn't broken? I think they're going to do that across the board, not because they're trying to be carbon neutral, green, not because of that. It's because of political pressure. After all, if they're really trying to be green and carbon neutral, then they wouldn't have these big gas guzzling private jets. Do you know how much fuel a jet or a plane consumes in one flight? Oh, it's you're talking about $10,000. Like it's an insane amount of fuel. I'm exaggerating, but you cannot pull up a Boeing 757 or whatever it is, one of these Airbuses, to a gas station to fill it up. It is not going to happen like that. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.